Hey YouTube, it's ShryphonX here. Today we're going to be talking about One Piece Chapter 1169. Like and subscribe for more content. Chapter 19, comprising 19 pages, includes 2 color pages from the color spread and 17 black and white normal pages. Chapter 1169, titled, Have to Die as Soon as Possible. The color spread on the chapter cover depicts a group of 14 members of the Rock Pirates, including Rox, Newgate, Lin, Kadu, Shiki, Stussy, Gloriosa, Strusen, John, Marlin, Achiko, Gandhi, Barble, and Kyo, all wearing black suits. In Gabon's house, Gabon and Shanks continue the conversation from chapter 1152. Gabon reveals that he met Garp and learned that Roger had a son. Gabon then passes on this information to Shanks. Shanks expresses his excitement, stating, "Oh, then Captain's son would be like my younger brother." Gabon responds, "Yeah, like you and Buggy are our sons." Cut to the Oars Castle. Harald, on his own, kills the giant guard who brought the chains to tie him to a pillar. Harald senses that Emu's control extends beyond his body, potentially affecting his mind and thoughts as well. Harald orders all the giant guards to kill him. Loki and Gerald then enter the throne room as the giant guards stab Harald. However, Harald recovers and begins killing the guards while unleashing massive haki. Back at Gabon's house, Shanks explains how contracts work while showing Gabon the mark on his left arm. Shanks explains, "Me and Harald formed a Shallows covenant with an entity called the Great One in the Holy Land. Even with just this Shallows covenant, if I'm within their reach, it would be impossible to defy their orders." Gabon, what a peculiar power. Shanks explained that he revealed his true self to Harald when they were alone away from Mary Geos, and they became friends. We can see a panel of that moment with Harald saying to Shanks, "I knew it. You're from the red-haired pirates, right?" Shanks said that Harald believed that if he joined the Knights of God, Elbaf would finally join the world government too. However, that also meant Harald would have to sign a higher covenant. Gabon, and is that trouble? Shanks, by forming that new covenant, the Knights of God gain superhuman strength and immortal bodies. They are also given the power to generate an abyss to traverse vast distances. In return, the Great One's voice will follow them to the end of the world. No matter where they are, they won't be able to defy their orders. Harald won't be able to refuse them anymore, and I sincerely doubt those greedy people will still keep their promises then. Suddenly, Shanks and Gabon sensed a terrifying haki emanating from the Oars Castle. In the throne room, Loki and Gerald pinned Harald down on the floor. Harald confessed to Loki, Gerald, and giant guards that he had been performing dirty jobs for the world government, but had been deceived by Emu. Harald ordered Gerald to give Loki the legendary Akuma no Mi, believing even Loki wouldn't be able to defeat him after receiving Emu's power-up. Harald then spoke to his crying son, expressing his desire to die as soon as possible. He urged Loki to seize the throne and use his death to build his reputation. Harald emphasized that he didn't care about what people would say after his death, focusing solely on the future of Elbaf. Loki was speechless, unable to comprehend Harald's words. Harald begged Loki to be his only ally, emphasizing that he was the only one he could count on. After entrusting everything to Loki, Emu's influence grew, transforming Harald's mind completely. Instead of becoming a monster, Emu simply took control of Harald's body. In an incredible display of power, Harald began killing all the giant guards. He ordered the guards outside the throne room to immediately seal all the doors, fearing that criminals were in the castle. Despite being stabbed in the neck by a giant guard, Harald recovered instantly. The giant guard was furious, declaring, "How dare you? You are no longer our king, Harald." Harald responded, "Don't be ridiculous. I am still Harald, but now I am a loyal servant of the Great One." Harald's determination grew, and he vowed that none would survive. He vowed to prevent any word of what was happening in the castle from getting out. Loki sprinted to the treasure room. Harald declared that he would consume the legendary Akuma no Mi and then present it to Emu. Gerald intervened, attempting to prevent Harald from eating the Akuma no Mi, claiming that if he did, the world would end. Gerald was subsequently stabbed in the head. Shanks and Gabon arrived at the Orus castle and launched an attack on Harald. However, Harald miraculously recovered. Harald, Shanks, this immortal body of mine is captivating. I can sense my superiority as an organism. Shanks, damn if. Is there no way to cancel the order? Loki finally reached the treasure room at the end of the chapter. He unlocked the chains and opened the door. Inside, he discovered a treasure box containing the fruit and Ragnir hammer behind it. However, there was something peculiar about Ragnir. It appeared to be moving slightly. Loki, this is the forbidden Akuma no Mi that is passed down in Elbaf. The chapter concluded with Ragnir moving on its own and attacking Loki, who narrowly dodged the attack. A strange voice echoed through the room. Gugugagel. Loki, Yua. Who is this? The chapter ended abruptly. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for more content. ShryphonX out.